Hey guys, so recently I've been getting a lot of comments on my makeup routine. In this video, I'm going to be showing what I actually use and some great dupes that I have. Let's get into it. First, I start off with this. It's a facial spray and I'll put the prices right over here. You can also use the Mario Badescu. I don't have it right now, but I have used it in the past, and let me tell you, it's literally the same thing. Give this a good shake. Whew. It just gives like a good base to like work with. Next, I go on with the Say bronzing drops in the shade Sun Glow. A great dupe, you already guessed it, the Lumi lotions. I have like 2 different shades. I usually do like 1 or 2 drops, but today we're doing 1. This is what it looks like after. Me personally, I don't use foundation, but when I did, I used the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I'm not gonna put that on today, just letting you know this is what I would use. Next, for concealer, I use the Kosas concealer. This Kosas concealer is in the shade 38N. A dupe for this concealer is e.l.f. I used to use this. It's my summer shade, but it's from Tarte. Now with this, I just put some under my eyes, and then I put little dots on like any blemishes that I see that I want to be covered up. This is where I put all of my concealer. I kind of blend out over here just a little bit, and then I blend out here just a little bit. I also do the same thing with the under eyes. I only blend a tad bit. So usually I just put concealer right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. But since I have like some blemishes, I just put little dots on those and I let them dry. I let my concealer sit for like a minute or 2 when I start blending. Now, after I blend it, as you can see, you can still kind of see that. So I go in with the NYX color corrector. I use a brush like this to go in with the concealer. Now, all this is just the color theory. So in order to cover up like a red spot, you go in with green. So I go in with like a little bit of green on some spots that I just want covered up extra. And see, it's kind of already going away. And this is like a trust the process if you've never used color corrector before. Next, I go in with this shade, and I think we can tell. This is a lighter shade that you cover up the green with. It's gonna look a little weird once you put it on, but you gotta trust. You can already see it's going away. Look at it go. I take the flat side of my makeup sponge and I just go like this. And look at that. Before and after, hello? Now that we got our base done, it's time to sculpt. So I go in with this Physicians Formula Contour Wand in the shade Fair/Light. So with this, you kind of like squeeze it. Oh my gosh, why is it not coming out? There we go. Look at that. Oh yeah. And I put a little bit on, especially when I like first squeeze, because it's really dark. A good dupe for this is the NYX contour stick. This has actually contour on one side and highlighter on the other, so it's great for when you're traveling. To blend this out, I use this little brush right here. This is a trusted process too. It's very important where you put your contour depending on your nose shape. Now once it's kind of blended but not, I go in with this bigger brush and I blend it out so it looks more natural. So this is what it's looking like. This is the nose contour. I do have a little blemish right there, and it got caught in the blemish, and it looks like I have unblended contour. In person it looks fine, but on camera it looks a little weird. Moving on to bronzer, my favorite is the Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Medium. Well, I don't have a dupe for this because this is my first bronzer, but you can also use contour like that Physicians Formula. You can also use as bronzer. This is what she's looking like. I use this big poofy brush for this. I absolutely love. I'm gonna do 1/2 of my face with the bronzer and 1/2 of my face without, so you guys can see the difference. Okay, you can already kind of see the difference. It's a little darker over here than it is over here. And honestly, that's what bronzer is supposed to do. Kind of even down, guys. Next is blush. I actually use a bunch of different blushes. Depending on the day, depends on what blush I like. So today we're gonna do Patrick Ta. This is actually my favorite blush. I just love her. The dupe for that is actually from Almay. The logo rubbed off. You can tell she's been used. My second favorite is the Liquid Rare Beauty Blush. A dupe for that is actually from e.l.f. This is such a light shade. I don't prefer this shade, but that's what I have. So we're gonna be using the Patrick Ta in the shade She's Flushed. I'm gonna go in with this looking brush. It's kind of like slanted. This is so, like, I'm talking so pigmented. I just do like one dab and like that's already a lot. So I just do that like right here. I just do one dab at a time since it's a lot. So where I put my blush is starting about right here all the way up here. I do put a little on the bridge of my nose. This is the final blush product. Next for highlighter, I use the Rare Beauty highlighter. A dupe is from this NYX dual stick in this highlighter. If you couldn't tell, it literally broke and I had to like put it back in the container. So I just use my finger and I put it right here and on the bridge. I try not to put too much because sometimes it can look a little funny. I make sure to blend it really good because if we all know me from like 2022, we all know how my highlighter and blush was. Moving on to lip products. These are all my beautiful lippies and these are my lip liners. I usually go in with the Rare Beauty, but I feel like today I might not do lip liner just cause. I might go in with this Glossier though. This is the rosebomb.com one. I really like this one. And you might be thinking, Gavin, why are you putting on lippies before you even do your lashes and stuff? I don't know, it's just the way I like to do it. So I use the One Size setting spray. A good dupe that I have used is the e.l.f. setting spray. This is literally my all-time favorite setting spray and I completely recommend this to y'all. It's so good. She looks like a hairspray can. Next is brows. So I actually don't have a dupe for this one, but I use the e.l.f. one. It's actually really good. So this was actually straight, but I bent mine so it's easier to like get the gel on there. But I just dab like a little bit and then I just brush that way. Before, after. You see the difference? So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, although sometimes my brows don't wanna do what they're supposed to. Like what is that? Okay, I think this is as even as I'm gonna get it. So it's time for my favorite, lashes. I don't have a dupe for this because this is my pride and joy. This is what I swear by. This is just like my child. This is the e.l.f. lash curler. I don't really have a preference for lash curlers, but this one does me justice. So I actually learned recently like a good way to curl my lashes. I learned on my own because I have issues with my lashes. So when you're curling your lashes, you don't want to go all the way to your eyelid to where you're pinching your eyelid because sometimes it just don't stay. You might be thinking, why am I going through all this pain just for my lashes to be flat by the end of the day? Well, let me tell you, girl. Let me hold your hand while I say this. You don't have to pinch yourself for good lashes. I go like halfway down the lash. I don't know, it just works better. So I go all the way to my eyelid and then I scooch it forward a little bit just so it's like halfway. I clamp down and I kind of tilt up. And you're gonna hold it here for a hot second and you're gonna keep doing this. You might be thinking, why do we do that? I don't know, it just works. So I hold it there and then I do this, hold it there. And usually I curl it more than I want to. Like if I think it's been long enough, I go a little bit longer. Okay, final product. Look at that. Oh, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna deal with it in a second. You're gonna start at the very tip of your lashes. Okay, this is annoying me. I do like a little shimmy up. For the sake of me not showing my mascara face, we're gonna do it on a small mirror. See, I don't know why that one's so thick. It just likes to be like that and I don't know why. Time for lash 2. We're gonna do the same thing but on the other side. This is a final look. That is the full makeup tutorial, all the products. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys. Missing someone.